Imwonderfultonight, getting a stakes win there for Sam Mynott, who's kindly joined us. Pretty special day, I'm sure that was, Sam, but you've got an important target for you across the Tasman, as I say. Afternoon to you.
Hey, yeah, no, thanks for having me. Yeah, it was a great day. She really deserved that win. She'd been so consistent throughout the season, and it was great to see her get over the line.
Tell us a little bit about the history of how you came to get her, because she'd been tried by some others before you got your hands on her.
Yeah, look, she started her career in Aussie, brought in the team. They bought her at the yearling sales over there, and she stayed there and kicked off her racing career. She had 3 starts, showed plenty of ability, had a second and a third, and then unfortunately she bled that 3rd start, so they ended up bringing her home. And she went through Event Stars and did some work with Gina Schick there. She came to me for some pre-training and she managed to stay.
Well, stay she has, and you have done a magnificent job with her. Got a chance to see her during the Cup meeting. She raced very well there. She obviously went well in the Telegraph. When did this idea of going to the Sangster come to mind, an opportunity at Group 1 level in Australia? She was already worth a bit of money. She could be worth a bit more after Saturday.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, she's definitely going to the Broodmere paddock next season. So it's any sort of black type we can add to her pedigree is great. So look, we've tossed around the idea of Australia probably a couple of months ago. We were sort of more thinking Queensland. But after Otake, he was actually Ben Foot. He mentioned these Adelaide races to me, and Ben Kwok had actually had seen them as well. So we sort of had a look there and thought, well, why don't we take a horse that's up and going in form, and rather than sort of giving her a freshen up and waiting for Queensland.
It's $1 million race. Kieran Maher has a strong hand. I Am Me has won $2.5 million. Estriella has been terrific lately. 3 runs in this time, all winning performances, including a $500,000 race last time. And they haven't really helped you out with the barrier, Sam. You've come up with 12. Mind you, you've got Craig Williams aboard, so you're not going to lack for horsemanship anyway.
Yeah, look, I had a funny feeling we might get a visitor's draw, and unfortunately we did. But as you say, we've got a top-class jockey on, so won't be needing to give him too many instructions. But yeah, as you say, look, it's a classy field full of really lovely fillies and mares, and it won't be easy to, get there in front. But look, I think she deserves a chance in it.
Yep, absolutely she does. Zapateo up the top of the book, also very talented. What a little bit more about you. How did you get involved in training thoroughbreds? I know you've got an eventing background, so where did this evolve from, and how many you got in work, and is this it? Are you loving it?
Yeah, look, I rode track work for years, sort of got into the racing industry that way, and started picking up a few breakers and pre-trainers sort of to add to my business, and slowly the racehorses sort of took over the eventing. But I love it, to be honest. I happily sort of put the eventing to the side to run with this, and I'm just lucky to have had such awesome support from, people such as Ben Kwok and Windsor Park and everyone else, because it's a tough old game as it is, so you need all the help you can get.
Sam, did I read somewhere you had a crack at jumps riding last year, and is that just a one-off, or were you expecting to see you this season?
Yeah, I did. I always wanted to have a go, and I always end up being out of action every winter. So last winter I was a bit quiet, and it sort of worked well for me to have a crack. But no, I'll be on the sidelines this time. Got too much work to do.
Monderani, that was who you're on for Kevin Myers, so you picked a decent sort of a trainer to have a ride for. Okay,
yeah,
so
no,
you got to put that to the side and just concentrate on the training side of things. And by the sound of it, you're loving it. Not only are you loving it, you're doing a good job, and you head to Australia. So you're back here in New Zealand now. The horse has travelled over. Tell me about how she's handled that, and when do you get there to cast your eye over leading into Saturday?
Yeah, so she flew over last Wednesday. Emma Smith, a good friend of mine who also rides a bit of work for me, she's gone with her. She settled in perfectly, has been eating up, looks great. I flew over to Melbourne on Saturday after Ellerslie. So I had to sit on a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, flew home last night, and I'll head over to Adelaide on Friday.
Well, we wish you well on your travels. You've done a terrific job with this horse. You're not expected to win. Anything would be a bonus, but I know how much you rate this horse, so really looking forward to seeing what she's able to do across there.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
All right, thanks for coming on trackside this Wednesday afternoon. Sam Mynott, I think, is a name you need to write down, put it in the memory banks, because she's going to be training plenty of winners if what she's achieved so far is any indication on what she's done with this mare, and good luck to the team from Windsor Park as they go to the Robert Sangster, which is a deep mares race. Always great to get an insight from the trainers who are pushing out the boat